Good morning, YouTube. So with today's video, I'm going to give you 5 spring gem fragrances for 2024. These are all going to be designer fragrances, and they're not really going to break the bank. There's going to be maybe one that's going to be a little bit more expensive, probably hovering around like the $70 to $100 range. But first one is going to be one that came out, I believe it was in 2019 or 2020, and that's going to be Lacoste Match Point. This is like a green woody scent. So in the opening, there's like basil, grapefruit. So the grapefruit and the basil, definitely there. There's some like pink pepper, there's some clary sage in the mid, a little bit of vetiver, some geranium, and so on. What it pretty much is, it's just like a green woody aromatic with some citrus. That's what it pretty much is. It's not a bad scent from Lacoste. It is a little bit different because of their, well, Lacoste does a lot of freshies, right? They do a lot of mass appealing fragrances, which this is mass appealing, but it's just different in the sense that their L1212 line is super safe, very fresh. This is just different. So I guess they want to try something different with the lineup, and this is actually quite nice. It's like an everyday fragrance, good for school, good for work. Again, just every day, and you're gonna get about 6 to 7 hours at the most with this one here. Fragrance number 2, this came out in 2001, and it's kind of been forgotten. It comes and goes from what I've seen over the years, and this one here is actually quite nice. It's been my scent of the week pretty much for the entire week. I've been testing it out because I'm meeting up with Rush tomorrow, and we're gonna review Bulgari's BLV Parfum. This is actually quite nice. To me, it kind of feels like a blue fragrance with some woods and some spices. There's definitely ginger and cardamom. So the cardamom is very prevalent along with the ginger. The ginger is warm and it energizes it. So I'm probably gonna include like the Energizer Rabbit there. But there is like some teak wood, some sandalwood. There's something green in it as well. There's some juniper, some tobacco, flowers, leaves, whatever. I don't get tobacco at all. Like what I get is that, yes, I do get the woods, but it's more of like a warm, spicy, aromatic, woody scent with a touch of blue-green. So it's kind of confusing because there is that green aspect from like the green leaves or like the green nuances, but the juice is blue. You know, it's kind of blue like the sky itself, but just ginger, cardamom, woods. It's aromatic, you know, it's quite nice. And it does come across as maybe slightly mature. Like this is not a fragrance for someone in like who's a teenager. If you're a teenager and you like it, hey, more power to you. You know, you're a lot more mature than what you really are. But this just pretty much is like an older man scent, like late 20s and up. It's an everyday fragrance, very much like this one here. It's just good for work. If you want to wear to school and you're a university student, by all means. I don't know if a university student would really like it because it is one of the older ones in this list, but longevity, I get about 6 hours. Along with the BLV, this was also my scent of the week because I've been testing this one out for a future video, and that's going to be Bentley for Men Infinite White Edition. This is actually really understated. It's an underrated scent, but it's understated because the projection on this is not very good. So this is a fragrance for you to enjoy yourself, but you get like some lavender. You get a very juicy, sweet orange, which is very prevalent in the opening, but I find it does stay for a good duration of the scent life. But there's also like musk, there's some rose, some sandalwood, some herbal tones of like thyme and basil, and I did state rose. The rose itself is not off-putting. It's not in your face. It's not like an old lady rose. It's more in the background. The rose itself does add that gentility component to it. It's more in the background and it adds something nice to the scent. But overall, it's very fresh, it's airy, it is indeed musky in the dry down, a little floral with some herbal tones and some woods. Really, really nice. I meant to talk about this one last year when it was more available online. It's still there. It's still on like FragranceNet, but I don't know if it's on the other discounters like perfumeonline.ca, Fragbuy, and so on. It's an everyday fragrance, good for school, for work. It's pretty versatile. I picture more of a dad wearing this. I don't know why, I just do. I just feel like this would be like a dad scent. A father who just wants a few fragrances in their collection, this is something that I think that they would really appreciate because it is just mass appealing, but there is a certain, I don't want to say class to it, but this will go very well with like a white t-shirt to work, whether it's business casual that you have to dress or a suit and tie. This is a good daytime semi-formal scent as well. Longevity, you're gonna get about 6 to 7 hours. Fragrance number 4, this is actually kind of nice. I was like, when I talked about it years ago, I'm like, it's not that bad. I wasn't expecting much because it's from Davidoff. And no, it's not Cool Water, but it's came out in 08, and that's gonna be Davidoff Adventure. This is one of the more budget-friendly fragrances in this list. And at one time, I saw this for about $18 Canadian clearance. That's like 15 bucks USD. For this, that's great bang for your buck, but it has a lot of citruses. So it's got like mandarin, lemon, grapefruit, there's pepper, pimento, there's like sesame, musk, woods, and so on. It pretty much just is like a citrusy, fresh spicy, not really warm spicy, with woods and a little bit of musk. It's an everyday fragrance, very much like this one here. I would say that this is a little bit more suit and tie than this one here. But if you work in an office where you have to wear a suit and tie, this is a good office fragrance. I just think that it's going to be a little bit more for like the older guy out there, late 20s and up, but just an everyday fragrance. Very understated because it doesn't project very much like the Bentley. And actually no, I don't know if I stated that the projection on this is not fantastic. It's not bad, but it's definitely better than these two here. Just like a prime spring fragrance, pretty much. Longevity is about like 6 to 7 hours. And last but not least, this is the oldest one in this list, and it came out in like 98 or 99. Ferragamo's Pour Homme. This is pretty much just like a green woody scent with some florals. The greenery comes from that fig leaf. It's front and center, but I would say it's like fig and woods, kind of like duking it out. But there are some floral notes of like carnation, there's some rose, definitely the orris. The orris does add a powdery nuance. It's not like in your face, but there is a little bit of a powdery undertone to the scent. But there is a little bit of jasmine, a little bit of cardamom, and definitely wood. So like the base itself is quite woody. So like cedar, sandalwood, apparently there's leather, which I don't get, and some musk. So overall, just very green, very woody, with a little bit of florals and a little bit of that, like I would say, like musky base, like a woody musky base. Even though it's like a Pour Homme, even though Pour Homme is in the name, I kind of find that this could be a unisex scent because of like the slight floral touch and that fig note. This is a gentleman's fragrance. This is no badass scent, you know. This is for someone like me. You know, I'm a beta bitch from what I've been told, so kind of amusing because some of those people that call me that, they take this hobby too seriously. So perfumery. Who's the beta bitch now? But this can be a bit of a unisex scent in my opinion. Just every day. So for you to wear this, you have to have a bit of a sense of style. If you want to wear it with a white t-shirt and jeans, go ahead. But I just feel like, you know, something a little bit more, and this is also a great suit and tie scent. Great for work, very versatile if you're going to like a daytime semi-formal event. This can easily be worn with a suit and tie. And longevity, you're gonna get about 5 to 6 hours with this one here. And guys, that is 5 spring gems for 2024. Any reviews that I've done on these, and believe it or not, I have not talked about these two here, in the works tomorrow. This will probably be sometime in April. They will all be down in the description box below. And if you want to see past spring videos, why don't you check out right here or right here. And if you like this very video, please leave me one of these. I thank you for the time, take care, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody.